Hello guys, this is a short tutorial on a C++ game that I created. The game consists of guessing a randomly generated number from the computer. It does give you a certain amount of tries. As you can see, I went ahead and typed it up already just to save some time. So in our first line of code we have include input output stream. This is letting us take input from the keyboard and output in the form of text, which is what you're seeing now. Include ctime is allowing us to access date and time functions that we need for the game. Next we have using namespace standard, integer main, and next we have our while loop. Next we have our variables. Int tries are the number of tries the user is allowed. Int guess is the user's guess or the chosen number. Char answer, which is short for character, is the answer basically. srand time null. This is the randomly generated number, and by placing an S in front of the rand, the computer generates a new number every single time the game started. Next you have int number equals rand, 100 plus 1. Well, this is not 100 plus 1, but it's telling us that the randomly generated number is going to be between 1 and 100. Okay, next we have our while loop. And this is going to basically tell our user to guess a number between 1 and 100. Next we have our if statement, which is taking for the checking on the tries. Next we have another if statement, and this is going to check whether the user's guess is too high. So if the user's guess is greater than the randomly generated number, it'll prompt the user with too high. Else, if the user's guess is less than the randomly generated number, then it'll prompt the user with too low. We have another if statement, and this is basically checking for the tries. So if the user ran out of tries, it'll prompt the user with haha, you ran out of tries. Else, if the user somehow guesses the right number, it'll congratulate them and it'll tell them you finally got the right number after a certain amount of tries. Next we have another while loop, and this is basically going to prompt the user to see if they want to play again or not. And this is basically going to display or check if the user enters the right key, which is an N for no and a Y for yes. And it's going to prompt them, please enter Y or no, just in case they do press something other than a Y or an N. Okay, and next we have another if statement, and if in the event that they don't want to play anymore, or they actually lose, it'll tell them the correct number was whatever the correct number was, and it'll display thanks for playing. Here's the, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and run it. So it's asking us to guess a number between 1 and 100. So we're just going to do 50. So it's too low. 80, too low. 90, too low. 99, too high. 98, too high. 97. Ran out of tries, so we don't want to play again. And the correct number was 93.